Welcome to Gadabud. I found a Starfield level up method that puts Andraphon to shame, and I wanted to share it with you. I stumbled upon it by accident making a very large outpost guide that's still in progress, but this was too good to not share immediately, so I hope you enjoy this. I'm at my original EXP outpost in the Naren system on the moon of Andraphon, right here. And you've probably seen this method before already. It's very common. Basically, what you do is you have to create 3 outposts to make this work. You do a core outpost that has beryllium and aluminum, which is what you see here. And then you do 2 separate outposts, one on the planet that does iron and ships it here on a cargo platform, and then you do one on a nearby planet to ship in copper on one of these, and then you go to an industrial workbench and you start making adaptive frames and tall grade rheostats. And this starts to get you a ton of XP very, very fast, and it's repeatable. And the reason why this planet is so good is because when you rest, it's 5 hours. So your stuff refills very quickly at a ×5 rate. And this is the pretty much consensus best method to quickly gain XP early in the game. I'm not going to dispute that. You can't do this particular method until you've gotten a couple levels first. But I'm going to go to my ship. I stumbled upon something way better. And I did it on accident while making a much larger video that's coming soon that I think you're really going to like if you're here working on Outpost XP. But that's a conversation for another day. When you're in your ship, you want to zoom out and then start going all the way over here. And all the way down. And you will find the Katydid system. This planet, Katydid 3, is the Andraphon destroyer. And let me show you why. The reason that you can't do this right out of the gate is it's pretty far out there, so you need a better ship, or you're going to have to ping pong like 10 times to get here. But the real reason is the temperature is frozen. So you need the first level of the outpost exploration, or whatever it is, before you can settle here. I was drawn to this planet because it has Indicite. It's the only planet in the game that does. And what I immediately noticed was it also was paired with aluminum and beryllium. And this planet also has copper on it. And I found a spot kind of in the middle of the planet where the copper and the andesite biomes converge. Now, if you inspect this, it'll show as plateau, and this shows as frozen plains. Now, what that means is you want to set a landing zone right on the line here, which I have done. So I'm going to go to this outpost and show you what to look for. What we have here is an outpost that does aluminum, beryllium, and copper all in one. So one of those 2 XP recipes is doable without cargo. And if you've done the cargo method, you know that you have to wait real time and you can't rest to replenish it. So that's why this place is so special. Now, if you need to find it, I'm going to pop a stim pack so you can see this better. I set up this settlement basically on the line of where you see the snow ending. This is the plain side, this is the snow side, and that's where you will get copper to overlap with what I really came here for. So you can see that clearly. And I've set up a pretty basic settlement, but with the high tier upgrades. So I have access to things like the large storage crate, the industrial extractors, and everything that goes with that. This cargo link right here isn't even active yet. It's primarily to export the Indicite, which is the main reason I'm here. This planet is the only planet in the game that has an Indicite. So I set this up to, I did 2 of each industrial drillers. So we have the aluminum right here, we've got beryllium here, we've got copper here, and Indicite here. The beryllium and copper are the only ones we need for this method, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to empty my beryllium and copper just to demonstrate how ridiculous this is. So these copper boxes are completely empty. 1 hour sleeping is 100 hours on this planet, which is by far the biggest I've found. So I click this one time, and that put over 2,000 copper into the system. Now I can handle a lot more, so I rest a whopping 3 more hours. And my copper is completely full. I have over 6,000 copper, over 6,000 beryllium, no cargo required. At this point, I go to the industrial and I start making these. And I'm on Xbox, so what I do is just tap the right bumper as quickly as I can. And I've got so much copper that my hand is going to get tired doing this. And it's pretty much free XP. And it's more than I know what to do with, to be honest. Because on Andraphon, you were at the mercy of the cargo getting delivered. And that took real life minutes. And you would run out of iron and you would run out of copper. And then you just go do something else. Like Andraphon would refill what you had there at your camp very quickly. But here, what we have is no need to travel. And an obscene amount by just resting about 3 hours of game time. So this is by far the best method, and the only true requirement to do this is the planetary habitation perk. You have to have level 1 to go on a frozen planet. So I have that at this point. And the nice to haves are any of the outpost engineering or outpost management perks, but they're not necessarily needed here. You can do this with the smaller drillers, you can do this with the smaller boxes. They're going to fill up just as quickly, you just got to build more of them. So, hope you found this helpful. I'm probably going to go to level 100 in record speed doing this. So, I'll see y'all again soon for the video that I was working on that I got distracted with this making. It's going to be a massive guide, and I don't want to spoil too much of it, but you're going to learn how to make a very optimal outpost network, and I hope you subscribe and stick around for that, because I'm going to put a ton of effort into this. And I have a game plan mapped out, but this is probably going to take me like a week to make. So I will see you again soon when I have finished that. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy exploring the galaxy.